What is going on, guys? We are finally going to get this going. My name is West Coast 22, and this is going to be episode 1 of our YouTube franchise using the write-in rosters that were just released here a couple weeks ago, or even last week, here in early May. So those are the rosters we're going to be using. We're going to start this up here. A couple rules with this franchise before we go. Just to make it a little bit more realistic and a little more fun for me specifically, we are going to have no free agent signings. We cannot sign free agents. The only free agents that we can sign or attempt to sign are our players who may not have signed a contract that we offered them during the offseason. They didn't sign it. Those are the only ones that I can go after. No big fish. No big free agents. We're going to build this team through realistic trades and the draft. It's going to take some time. Of course, I'm going to use the Mariners. It's my team. They already have a really, really good farm system, so this should not take too long to make them into contenders. But hey, it's Seattle. They break my heart all the time. You never know what's going to happen, so we are going to give it a shot here. So, of course, we're going to use Seattle. Competitive, doesn't really matter. I'm not going to play these. It's going to be a straight simulation franchise. It's going to be about 3 to 4 episodes per game season. If we get deeper into the playoffs, maybe the episodes will last a little bit longer. I don't want to make them too crazy. But that is what we are going to do, about 3 to 4 episodes per season. The first episode here will be just kind of the intro. The normal way that we're going to do things is the first quote-unquote episode of a season is going to be just up until the draft, or the draft, up until the draft, and then the draft. The second part is going to be kind of looking through, making some roster changes, simulating the second third of the season per se. And then the last episode will be the end of the season, and then whatever playoffs we have if we do make the playoffs. So that is what we are going to be doing. We do have Seattle, of course. GM contracts off because I ain't trying to get canned after 3 years because that wouldn't be fun. Roster control off, CPU on, of course. DH will make auto. The extra inning runner, I really don't want to do because I don't like the rule, but I'm going to do it anyways. 1, I'm not going to be playing the game, so it's not going to matter too much. But 2, it is the reality. It is what baseball is right now. So we're going to keep that, even though I do not like it. All this is going to be manual. We are going to roll every single thing that we can. Sometimes we will make the lineups automatic, but I want to be in charge of everything. I don't want them to hire or fire anybody. It's a little bit tedious, but I don't want stuff to happen unless I know what is going on. So we are going to start in spring training just because. Before we get into spring training, we do have some things to make here, and I got to figure it out because this is new to me. So I need to find a way to get to rosters, and I can edit players. Can I? Okay, I can. So with this franchise as well, in my Twitch stream, there is a way that people and my wonderful viewers can redeem channel points for getting a creative player into my franchise. So right now we have 4 players that we get to put into season 1. If you are watching this and you would love to get a creative player in this franchise, go to my Twitch stream. Of course, it's going to be in the description. Get enough channel points through watching, gambling, predictions, whatever the hell you want to call it, and get a cap into this franchise. So we are going to make the 4 here. We're going to do it pretty quick. 2 of them actually want to be on the Cardinals. So what we are going to do is we are going to go pick kind of a shitter. Preferably I want to grab someone that's kind of older, and kind of change them. But these guys are really, really bad. So I think I'm just going to grab on these. And one of them wants to be a catcher. So we're going to make sure that we can do this correctly. The only things that we are going to edit are name, position, team, and potential. And that's it. I'm not going to go anywhere else. Not going to go super crazy because it really does not matter since it's going to be a sim. No. So, Michael Nutter. We are putting everything at... we're going to put him young. We're going to put him at 18. That's fine. Primary position, catcher. Secondary, he wants to be a third base. I don't care about any of this stuff. Okay, perfect. Now I need to do his attribute. So his potential, we are going to randomize potential. We're going to randomize potential 85 through 99. So Michael Nutter is going to be a 91 potential dude. I'm not editing any of this stuff. I'm not changing any of this. What it is what it is. And that's what we are going to do. So we have one here. That's the first one. Of course, we have our boy Sammy, who also wants to be in this and is a Cardinals fan. So as you would assume, he does want to bring back the glory of Albert Pujols, even though, as of today, Pujols is a Los Angeles Dodger. So, not the greatest timing, but that's just something that's just going to have to be dealt with. No. Age, again, we're going 18. Preferred number, who cares? All he wants is a third base secondary. Contract, I'm not really worried about. The attributes, we are going to randomize Pujols as, of course. We randomize it, and Albert Pujols Jr. is going to be a 99 potential. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he be? So another one that we need to do. There's only 4. Whoops. What team am I looking for? I'm looking for the Nats. Why am I blind? Because I'm old. Oh my god, dude, fuck this. Holy hell. Holy hell. Okay. Washington wants to be a third baseman, so we're going to go grab this. We're going to use this guy because he's... Actually, we're going to do this. This is what we're going to do. And this one is going to be their 3 Mac. And he wants to be Tom Brenneman. Oh, lordy, lordy. The things I let people do. The things I let people do. Don't care. Down to 18 years old. He wants to be a third baseman and secondary first baseman. So that will be a little bit different. This guy does have a service here, but I really don't think it matters. It doesn't matter. And so we go from one extreme to the other. Tom Brenneman is going to be the lowest potential that could possibly get. Now, we have a 4th one who wants to be on a random team. So that's what we are going to do. We are going to go like this. We're going to randomize which team. My eyes are closed, even though you can't see it. Just trust me. And he is going to be a Kansas City Royal. This one wants... we're not going to touch Eric Pena because he's already a top prospect, so we're not going to touch that. We're not going to get rid of anybody that's decent. This one, as we continue to go with the Cardinal theme, among other teams, he wants his to be named Jim Edmonds Jr. So we have some juniors going in here. Age 18. Number, that's the correct number. Just want to make sure you guys know that. Center field and outfield, that's perfect. Exactly what he wanted. And Jim Edmonds Jr. is going to be sitting just a little bit better than Tom Brenneman. He is going to be an 86 potential. So we have our 4 caps created. I do not have a cap for myself, but I actually am... no. I was thinking just right now to put a cap in for myself for Seattle, but they already have so many top prospects. It'd be nice to have one for myself, but I am not going to do it. So that's where we are right now. Before we kind of get into anything else, again, this first video is just going to be kind of an intro. We're not really going to do much. We're maybe going to look at the roster and see. This is also the first time that I've dove into franchise in MLB 21. So a lot of this stuff's going to be hypothetically new in new spots for me. So it's going to be kind of tough. And I'm probably going to look a little bit lost. But that is just what's going to happen. So looking at our depth chart here, Jared Kelenic, of course, who is now up because he's a beast, is 68. Taylor Trammell, 66. He's probably not going to be up. I'm probably going to send him down right away. Kyle Seager. I mean, we'll probably wait until the regular season starts, though. Before we go into the regular season to move and kind of set teams how we want. With our minor league teams, too. The way that I do it is I do set up my minor league squads the way that I want them. I send people up. I send people down based on what I want. Because based in 20, I'm sure a lot of you already know this, but for me, if somebody is really struggling and starting to lose attributes, you have to send them down. You don't have to, but if you send them down and they start performing, they can get those attributes back. So you really got to pay attention to your top prospects. Maybe they're up a little bit too high. If they're not performing well and they're starting to lose attributes, get their asses back down from where they're at. It's something that I didn't realize until the end of 20, which is logical, but I just never thought the game would react that way. So this is, yes, we have a lot of prospects, but the team is still not that solid. We have Julio, Kelenic coming, of course. We have Marte. We have our pitchers. Emerson Hancock is not even on here, but he is also a top prospect. Catcher, we need some help. We have Cal Raleigh, which is, again, is not even on there. But that is something that we are going to have to look at. Reliever. James Paxton is in the pen for some reason. There's going to be some things that we're going to have to move around. Kikuchi and Seager, we all know, is kind of on their last year of their normal deal. I think they both have club options in real life, and I think that's what it is in the game too, but we're going to find out. But both those guys are probably going to get let go. Kikuchi at least, just way too much money. So we're going to take a peek here. CJ, painted filth. Get off my screen. Get off my screen. Okay. Roster. So we're going to look through kind of what we have here. Yes, we have Marco, Paxton, Justice, and then the rest is just hot garbage. There's Hancock. So Hancock, Kirby, and Gilbert are going to be the future of the Mariners just as they are in real life. That is who we're going to be looking for. We're just going to have to hold on until those three are ready to go. They're all super young, of course, which makes me pretty excited. Paxton's not hurt in this, which is great because we can actually use him. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt after 24 pitches because that would just be sad. All right. Relievers. Again, we have Giles. Same situation. Giles is hurt in real life. He won't be back till next year, but not hurt in the game. So that's going to be good for the bullpen. The rest of the bullpen's not great. Again, you see people, let's see, like Kendall Graveman, who just got an upgrade as of like May 14th. But these rosters were released before that. So he is going to start as a 73. Kelenic is not up on this roster either. So we are starting a little bit, about a week behind. The Mariners actually made their moves in real lives. But it is what it is. If you can see here, catcher is something that we really need to go after in the draft and hope that we hit. We really don't have anybody. We have nobody that's not in the majors already that has a B potential or higher. Cal Raleigh, I'm actually really surprised that he's a 16. He's only a C. He's in AAA in real life, which is a little odd. So catcher, we definitely need some help. Evan White, exactly where he probably should be. Very bad. Guy can't hit. He has amazing defense. But his bat is just a struggle. So first base is also a position that we're going to have to upgrade. Much as I love Evan White, and yes, he does have a B potential, but I really think that is just his speed and his fielding, putting him up that high. Dylan Moore in-game. Shed Long in-game as well is always somebody that projects really, really well in franchise. In real life, not so much. In the game, with that A potential, he should get better quickly and really potentially be able to supplant Dylan Moore, depending on where Dylan Moore goes. Again, France, right behind Seager. Seager's another one. If we look at his contract, there it is. So it doesn't have the club option. He is just a straight free agent at the end of this year. So that's going to be a little more helpful. I mean, I was going to decline his option anyways if I didn't trade him. But that is what we are looking at. Shortstops, again, we need help. We have Marte. He's super young, though. Killing it in real life in the first week or two of the minor league season. JP, again, an A potential, somehow still in this roster. I'm actually quite shocked that he's still an A potential on this roster. So he should project well inside the game as well. Again, we all know about Kelenic. Trammell is probably going to start in AAA. I want him to get a little bit better. Kelenic, I don't know what I'm going to do with Kelenic. We'll see when I leak over. But right now, none of these guys are major league ready that I want. We have Kyle Lewis. Fraley might have to do. Thank God we have Mitch Haniger. But our outfield is going to be pretty tough for probably a year or two until we can get Rodriguez and Kelenic up, or if Trammell can get a little bit better. So that's what we're looking at. If we look at Kikuchi as well, is that the exact same situation as... Yes. So another $14 million contract. He's with arbitration, but really I don't think that I'm going to keep him. He's a C potential. He's 29. I love Kikuchi in real life, but he is just not a guy that I want for the future, especially if he costs that much. It's probably just not worth our time. So where are top prospects? So we'll see if any of our top prospects made it. I mean, we had a 99, so you'd assume that prospect is going to make it, right? Wander, Witt, Rutschman, Julio, Kelenic, Pache, Spencer Torkelson. So where... I'm really surprised that our 99 did not make this. There's Kirby. Who was the one that was 99 again? It was Pujols. Maybe I have to sim a day for this to update. That's definitely potential. Let me go make sure that it actually saved. Maybe I screwed up, or maybe it just needs to sim a little bit before. No, there he is. A potential. 50 overall. So maybe it just needs to sim a little bit to go. So we're going to sim to the regular season, then kind of look at our roster here and see who we want to move up and down. And that's going to be the first episode. So let's go take a peek at top prospects and see if they moved. I still don't see Pujols. All right, so maybe we have to sim a little bit instead of just putting stuff through. That's really odd that a 99 potential is not in the top 50, though. Maybe because he's only 50 overall. That's a definitely potential. So we are going to go to our roster and see who we want up and where we want to place players. So Marco, Paxton, Sheffield, Dunn, Flexen, and Kikuchi. One of those will be long relief, of course. Don't know who it's going to be, but I'm happy with that. 5 in AAA. I mean, I'm not a big fan that Gilbert's not in AAA to start. He is only 65, but I'd probably prefer him to get up to AAA. I don't know if we should wait to see how he does in AA for a little bit and then quickly promote him. I mean, there probably wouldn't be much harm in getting him to AAA right now, but I'm probably going to keep Gilbert because he's a 65. Let's see how he does with his first couple AA starts and then quickly promote him to AAA if he's doing well. Juan Then. I mean, this guy's at a B potential, though, so I'm going to switch this. I would rather have B potential, a little higher overall. Maybe he can be useful faster than Juan Then, who's a C. The rest of this is fine. So we go to relievers now. This all looks like a disaster. This looks like a disaster. We have Munoz and JT all down in AAA. With Masevich and Middleton up. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 5 people in my bullpen? Yeah, I need one more. Okay, so I'm going to have to bring up another reliever. Who is it going to be? I don't know. Probably JT. Masevich is probably going to go down. Does he have any options left? He does. He does. He's only 66. Let's move down to AAA because we're going to move up Munoz for now. He's not on the 40-man. He's not on the 40-man. So that is why they were not added to the squad, because they're not on the 40-man. So we're going to have to mess with the 40-man too. Stuff like Wyatt Mills, removed from 40-man. He does not need to be there. Duggar does not need to be on the 40-man. I know that this is all preset based on real life, but this is not what we need right now. So we're going to add 40-man. Munoz is going to add to the 40-man as well, because Mr. Munoz is also going to get promoted. So we still need to add one more arm, but let's see who else we can bring down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I think we're okay now. I forgot about the closers. Okay, no, we're okay. That's weird. There's an extra one down, like there's an extra slot that you don't see unless you scroll down. So we're good then. We're good right here then. So I don't need to bring any more pitchers up for now. Catchers, Murphy and Torrens, that's exactly where they should be. This all looks fine. First base is a freaking cluster, but again, probably the best. We're going to move up a few guys. Now I'm going to see what Shiner does. We're going to keep him in double. Second base, we have more Haggerty and Shed Long, which is fine. All 3 of those should project really well in games. We might have a little bit of trouble with our infield. That might have too much, which again is a good problem to have. Third base, Seager, Ty France. The rest of this is fine. Shortstops, Marte being in double A is fine. Crawford and Reinheimer. Okay. All right, so this is the choice that we have to make here. I would like to run 4 outfielders, and right now we have 4, but that's including Trammell. I really would prefer Trammell to go down for a little bit to get better. He's not going to hit very well, and I'd prefer him to get a little bit better. So does that mean Kelnick comes up? No, I don't think so. I think that... Who do we bring up in the meantime? Probably Dom T. Oh, he's not on the 40-man either. Good Lord. Okay, so we need to go take someone off of the 40-man real quick. Someone that I know is not going to get picked up. Just because. Will Vest is a double A. He's probably not going to get picked up. So let's just remove him from the 40-man. If he does, he does. He's only a 62. Dom T needs to be added to the 40-man because he is coming to the majors. And Trammell is going to go down to AAA. Yes, it uses one of his options, but I think that's the best thing for him. We're not trying to rush this year and get better. This is the long game, and this is what we are trying to do. So if you look at our rotation, Marco, Paxton, 3 lefties at the top. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Our lineups here. Oh, man. Dylan Moore leading off is not a good idea, considering he can't hit, but I don't really know what options we have. Second, what position am I missing? Oh, I'm missing an outfield position. I'm missing an outfield position. So do we want to put Fraley or Dom T? This is against righties. That's going to be Dom T. He's fast. God, our best contact is Ty France, but he's not quick. Kyle Lewis. What a brutal squad we have right now, man. What a brutal squad. I mean, I guess we have to lead off Dom T. Speed has better contact, I guess. Has better contact. Dom T's going to play center, too, because, again, he's better defensively than Kyle Lewis, I guess. Ty France can hit second versus righties. Then Kyle Lewis, then Seager, then Hannagoat. Marmaleos. I mean, not really a giant deal here. We're only going to worry about setting our DH lineups right now on both sides, because once it comes to interleague play, we can fiddle with that real fast. So this is going to be Dom T as well. So lefties might look a little bit different. It's not. The Dom T is going to play. Haggerty is going to lead off against lefties, though. Wait, why isn't Haggerty playing against righties? Interesting. All right, we might need to adjust that, but we'll see what happens. Ty France against lefties. That's fine. So pretty much the same lineup. Marmaleos, Murphy, Crawford. Marmaleos is not in versus lefties because he's hot doo-doo. Evan White, not much better. God, this lineup is so brutally bad. So brutally bad. We'll have a kind of a double lead off at 9. Man, this team, until we start getting some prospects, this is going to be absolutely brutal. So that's what we'll stay with right now. Scouting as well. We have to make sure our scouting is set up. We have 2 Centrals and 2 Internationals. That's not going to fly. So we need to go to coaches then, not scouts. Contracts, scouts. Okay. I'm aware. Okay. I overspend for scouts, especially if I'm not going to sign free agents. That's really not a big deal. So this is going to be our central guy. We need an international, a good efficiency, position players, pitchers, discovery. Oof. Are my international guys better? He's not bad. All right, we're going to keep that international guy. East. Seems like this is the best guy. We're going to grab him. And then West, which really doesn't have a lot of good players anyways. This guy's horribly bad efficient, but he can discover. All right, we'll do Phil Young. All right, so those are our 4. So, yes, we're going to scout. I'm not going to show you guys all the scouting because it takes just way too long. So what we will do is, God, look at all that red. That's so bad. We have some work to do. So what we are going to do is for next episode, we're going to start out with scouting. And I'm pretty much going to show you real quick kind of what I do. And then we'll skip to the end. I'm not going to have you watch every little thing because I sim every 2 or 3 days, stop and redo my scouting. And that would just be very, very tedious. If you guys would like to see specifically how I do it, I guess I can do one video like that eventually. But I'm going to skip all of my scouting and just show you the end result right before we get into the draft. And I'll let you guys know what we are looking at. So, I mean, I totally forgot that we actually started out with an interleague play. So we are going to have to set our interleague lineup. But we will do that at the start of next episode. Guys, that is the intro. That is the start. We have the caps in. We have the lineup set. We might make some trades. I'm probably going to book Kikuchi and Seager up on the trading block and see what happens. I know we're not going to compete this year. So we'll see what kind of other prospects that we can get. But that's going to be it for the first episode. Y'all, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. In the description is my Twitch stream. We stream 5 or 6 nights a week. Mainly MLB The Show, except for on Tuesdays. Come check me out. Come hang out. Get your cap in this franchise. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Share this video. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Be good to each other. We'll see you next time.